If you're a fan of the Modern Warfare series, and particularly playing Modern Warfare Remastered, everyone knows that when it comes to playing Domination on BOG, it can be an absolute miserable experience. It doesn't have to be that way. There are certain things you can do to make it a little less annoying, but ultimately you're at the mercy of who you're playing with and how your enemy is playing you. There are things you can do to take advantage of their tendencies. It doesn't always work, but it can help to make it less of a miserable experience. The worst part of it is these spawns. I just died by A, and they throw me back at C with an enemy within 7 feet of me. And again, I spawn here with a charger coming right at me again. It gives you an opportunity then to flip and to put people into collaterals. Yes, they do work in this game. I don't know why I keep hearing that. Maybe things are a little different, but I don't necessarily want to believe that a bullet can kill 5 people. I'll take 2 when they show up. It's important to remember that when you play this map, the game is going to allow you to spawn with a view of the person who just killed you in about 3 seconds from when you die. Like this. It's up to you to finish him off. As this is the inaugural episode of my Try Not to Suck at Public Domination series, I thought it'd be appropriate to take on this map. When you spawn at A side, there's absolutely no excuse for you not taking B right from the start. All you need is a smoke grenade to screen the view to the left of the trash heap, and you can hang out here and you're not going to be stopped. The players at the other end are typically hanging out down there trying to find their snipe points. And usually what'll happen is I'll just stay here until they knock me down. I play this map as if I'm king of the mountain, and I don't want to leave it. You get extra points for killing people from this hill. Instead of the basic 100 for a kill, you get the 200 bonus. You just got to keep your eyes out. Watch the map, listen for the shots, find the guys who are trying to flank you. It's that simple. Ultimately, they're going to get wise and come looking for you. Try to do a better job than that. But you're 3 seconds away, so you'll have a chance to get them right away. Hanging out by the tank, for instance. I like to put claymores right here. It will help you control the flow to the right of you. When you have a chance to kill someone, you gotta do a better job than this. But I know where he is. Red container by the car. And I spawn 3 seconds from his view, if that. Bitch. And your friend. We'll ignore that. Oh, fuck you, Juggernaut. He's hit. He's damaged. The guy. Just do what you can to get back up there. I got a target to my right and a target to my left. But my teammates are hanging back pretty well and keeping me clean. The smoke grenade hides you from anything that's downrange or to your left. With the red dot on off the map, just be aware of who's coming and who's going. As I was waiting outside the cap circle, I'm able to deke that guy into believing that he had a clear path. Just keep that in mind, because he's going to do it again. When you have an opponent who's a hard charger, take advantage of it. Don't hide from it. At halftime, your score should look something similar to that if you spawned on the A side. On the C side, it's a little more challenging. You don't have a clear sight to the cap. You have to go through some alleys, and it's a little more challenging. So I like to hang back a little bit and support my team with better sniper fire than that. The alley to the right is where most of the traffic is going to flow that's not in the open. There are many opportunities for the enemy to flank you. You just have to be ready for it. You won't always stop them, but you got to be aware. Sometimes it's just not your day. Again, with the idea that the spawn will put you 3 seconds from a target sightline, you got to try to use it to your advantage. Even if you just get his friend, try your best to get the guy who killed you. The stacking and chaining of streaks on this map is what makes it unbearable for many players. I think that's the single-handed reason why many people choose to pass on this, and it usually only comes up in a random vote. It is a fun map. But you gotta find the king and make sure you knock him down, because then you can get a cool opportunity for this.
Double on the garbage pallet.
Random collaterals are a function of this map. You have soft walls to the left, and believe it or not, I just died on purpose.
Somebody shoot again.
I wanted to get on the other side of the map so I can get a view at where the enemy was and have a better opportunity to get inside this building, because they're going to try to take B. You have to have awareness if you want to try to compete. And sometimes you need better luck than having somebody waiting for you on the other side. But again, you know where he is. Get your revenge. And you can sit down too. I just killed Mangoes. That's the player's name. I'm not calling him out, but just wait for this. I've never seen this in a game where someone has killed themselves on my claymore and I haven't gotten credit for it. I thought that was strange. The player was laggy, and you're about to see why. I don't understand how I didn't hit this guy.
Oh my god, how did I miss you?
It's not a matter of if I deserve the kill or not. I didn't even see a hit marker. My crosshair was on him, but I'll just get him now. Again, be the king of the hill. Sometimes they're going to get you, sometimes they won't. Remember where your revenge spots are. I like to put claymores in this hallway, sometimes in stacks of 2. I think it's a good idea. Apparently so is Juggernaut. Now I don't know if I should have killed him there, but I did wound him, and I can just finish the job with my pistol. I was fortunate no one was looking at me from the right, but that's because they're behind me.
Behind us at A again.
We had this map in control now, and we just went for the finishing cap. We got dominated for a little while, but you had to get a point. And I knew it was going to happen. Someone was waiting for us, and they killed us. But we got the victory. When you start at A, it's almost an excuse. It's almost inexcusable not to finish the job. Again, this works every time. When you start the map, it cannot be stopped. Even the best grenade toss isn't going to kill you. They just can't get it close enough. The blast radius on a concussion grenade is much larger. But since it's non-lethal, you can survive. Just don't stand out in the open too long. Revenge spawn. Missed him, but I put a dent. When you're on this side again, if you spawn there, watch your objectives. You're going to die, but do some good. Remember, claymores behind this dumpster are typically a good idea. Because it's in the red circle, the lasers are very hard to pick up, and you can get a cheap kill. Every once in a while, if you miss the cap circle, you won't have enough smoke or enough time. I got too enamored with trying to kill the guy than I did with taking the flag while my cover was there, and I left myself exposed for too long. Oops. Welcome to Bog. If you do get dominated and are getting pinned back, remember, the players are going to try to keep you in. Use it to your advantage. Don't give up. Keep fighting. You'll find a way to get some kills, and perhaps at halftime, you can flip the tables. Deaths are going to be part of the game. It's important to remember that you don't forget about your surroundings just because someone killed you. There are more than one target on the map. Make sure you deal with them first. Ultimately, you will get caught in a carpet bomb, and helicopters will come in. If you aren't going to shoot them down, get to cover and set up for what's going to be the eventual spawn trap. When they do get behind you, make sure you kill them. I sped that up because no one wants to watch someone waiting out a helicopter, but it's very important to remember that that has to be part of the game if you aren't going to shoot it down. And in the event that you can't kill anyone and you're just having a bad day, there's nothing wrong with finding one spot you can control and using the cover to your advantage. Anyone who comes to this doorway cannot see you first. Not from there. Move up and repeat. Thanks for watching.